Heroes, it's time to get classic and modern at the same time. Please welcome to the stage Alta Biscuit as we begin this run of Octopath Traveler. Take it away, Alta.
Hello. As you can see, I'm going all out for this here. I got my staff. I'm wearing the gloves too. I have not played this game with these gloves, so that'll be interesting. So let's see. Oh, game audio. There we go. All right. So I think we're just gonna get started here and do intros during the intro cutscenes here, so we can get started here in 3, 2, 1, go. May the sacred flame guide us. All right. So anyway, I'm Alta Biscuit, and I'm playing the role of Ophilia here, and I'll have my commentators introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Oro. I have previously run Octopath Traveler 1 and 2.
Hi, and I'm Amgar. I'm the same thing, actually.
We have all done various, and we've all had various involvement with this game throughout its lifespan, including a previous GDQ run, which I am still have very fond memories of with the three of us, and also Forrest, who could not make it here today, but it is in our thoughts for this. But anyway, Octopath Traveler, very SNES era's inspired RPG from the 90s. It's got an anthology style storytelling structure to it, so there's 8 different characters you can play, and they all have their own different stories. We'll be picking a few up as we go along here, but we're only interested in completing Ophilia's story here.
I mean, it's a pretty cool story, Ophilia there, but you gotta hon it to the other guys.
When you said you were gonna do an awful pun, I wasn't sure what to expect, but I got to give you that one. That one was good. Oh my god.
Working them both in is crafty.
Yeah.
I can't be the only one, chat. If you've got awful puns, I am your pun guy. Please get them in. Force me to read them. I will cheese them up.
I have to tell you, playing on a controller with gloves is a lot harder than I thought it would be.
They're just compression gloves. It's good for you.
Yes. I guess now's a good time to talk about the battle system. Do either of you want to go into it a little bit?
Yeah, so the combat in Octopath Traveler is your typical kind of turn-based fare. The big crux of it kind of was brought over by Bravely Default, or from Bravely Default rather, where you have this break and boost system. So the little orange circles you see above Ophilia's health and MP is boost points. You accumulate one every turn unless you spent them in the previous turn, and you can basically use them to do multiples of your basic attack or boost the strength of various magic and things. On the other side, enemies also have a shield in front of them and a series of weaknesses that are listed below their names. So by hitting enemies' weaknesses, you eventually break them, and they take increased damage while they're broken and also can't act. So a lot of the speedrun revolves around careful use of weakness exploitation, keeping enemies broken as much as possible, as well as managing our boost points in order to do as much damage as possible while they're broken.
I can also see the comedy has begun with this run with an ambush and an extra encounter on this screen.
That's pretty mild comedy. We can do better.
We can do better. So, Ophilia's path action is guide, so I summon this guy who can summon winds, and it helps me defeat the boss. He isn't guaranteed to use it, but he's being very cooperative right now. So
also, don't question the implications of a guy being summoned to summon winds.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You should donate $1 every time he hits for 6-7.
We had to bring the Zoomer along to kill the boss for us.
Oh my god, 3 in a row.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
Okay, how about 4?
I'll not be defeated.
Oh my
This
god.
is one thing that gives Octopath 1 in particular a lot of charm as a speedrun, especially compared to Octopath Traveler 2, is there's just a lot of more, like... There's a lot more random elements that we have to play around in the speedrun, and there's a lot more kind of just amusing outcomes that we have to be able to play around. Octopath Traveler 2, unfortunately, wound up a lot more scripted in a lot of regards.
And that was the absolute perfect that fight could have went. It was 4 wins in a row, so I won 4 coin flips.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I feel like you jinxed it by bringing up the fact it was perfect this early in the run.
Don't
We got
don't
some
worry.
comedy first, so it's fine. It balances out.
This game will have the last laugh. It always does.
We're karma neutral so far.
Yeah, karma neutral. So, anyway, I'm using something called a Cait mod. If you are familiar with Dragon Quest, you may know of an enemy called a Metal Slime, which is a rare encounter that grants a lot of XP. Octopath has a similar enemy called a Cait, and it gives me a lot of experience and, most importantly, job points to teach more things. It's a rare, I want to say 2% spawn.
There's no choice.
And oh my god, the ambushes continue. But
Well then.
they're hard to kill. They run away and they're rare. But we have the Cait mod to turn this into North Atlas damn cats here instead of flats. and so we're guaranteed to get one here. But the rules of the speedrun is I'm only allowed to kill 1, but that's okay. That's all I need. Whoops. I'm blaming the gloves for that.
That ain't had it coming.
I'll not be defeated.
So, Ophilia has an even tougher time killing Cait's because she needs to rely on the summon. And the summon not only needs to use Flurry, but also hit 4 times. So,
My turn now.
alright, we're off to something here. Oh, okay, there's a chance.
I
Cait
need
can run
more
away.
immersion in this. Do you have like a powerful fan in your room that you can just turn on every time he does the summons? So you, like, your blowing hair matches what's happening in the game?
My cat's screaming at my door right now because she's hungry, so that's kind of immersive.
I hate it when the Cait has an ant friend because then it just beats me up.
Cats and ants, known common best friends in the animal world.
Yes.
There is no choice.
Anyway, one of the things about getting a Cait is it changes the route pretty significantly because of all the extra job points you get. So once I get it, it will allow me to complete this run with 3 characters instead of 4. So that's kind of one of the really neat things about
Well then.
being able to use the Cait mod is it just 3 hits. All right.
He tried. He's gotta work his way there.
I'll not be
Yeah,
defeated.
it needs a little bit of a confidence boost here.
He needs a second wind.
It does need a second win. Maybe we should have brought the wins guy. That guy is doing his
Chat.
job.
Chat, blow into your microphones. Blow into your remote. Lend us your power.
Yeah, I think one of the coolest developments to come in both Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 is just the gradual development over time of working down to 3 characters in a lot of regards. And a lot of people do also run solo Traveler categories for these games too, which is just incredible. If you missed it at AGDQ this year, there was a solo casty run for Octopath Traveler 2. So go ahead and check that out if you enjoyed this run afterwards, if you haven't already.
Yeah, really, really, really cool run. The summon needs to cooperate here, but I believe this time.
Well then.
See,
There we go.
No.
I just had to explicitly believe and give the confidence. So this is it. We're gonna need to rely on the summon some more though. So we're gonna need some more belief here. to help me break this encounter that's coming up here so I can get to the Scholar Shrine.
We have to make...
Yeah, imagine needing to organically roll a 2% encounter and then have that happen. Like, that was with guaranteed
Flurry? 3 hit? All right. We'll
Nice.
take first try break.
I will not be defeated.
Yeah, so fleas are guaranteed if all of the enemies are broken, so... As we're going through these high-level areas, which we'll be doing a lot of, having ways to break the encounters and just get away is going to be extremely valuable.
Yes, I'm getting the Scholar job here. This will let me make Ophilia Scholar. And there's one ability in particular that I'm interested in called Evasive Maneuvers. It greatly reduces the encounter rate and will basically just let me do whatever I want in the overworld. Teach the few... This is why I need all the job points, is to teach all these skills. Yeah, so... You could see previously I was getting an encounter pretty early. Evasive Maneuvers effectively almost triples the amount of distance I can run. So I can get through a lot of screens without getting an encounter at all. So this is what typically enters all Octopath runs, even the single story and even the full game categories, go into what they call the exploration phase, where they're running around in the overworld, getting items that I'll need to beat the game, and also tagging towns that I have interest in revisiting later, because they unlocked fast travel for you at the beginning of the game, so long as you have visited the town before. This area is Ophilia's late game. I'm just tagging the town for later. Conveniently, the encounter that I'm getting here is also weak to bow, so we just need the Flurry guy to do one more thing for us.
Flame, protect us.
Thankfully, he doesn't have to hit that many times for these things.
All right.
There we go.
Flurry guy has redeemed himself after the Cait performance, so that, I'll definitely take that.
He's still waking up. He needed his coffee.
So do I.
Cat fee.
But yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of running around in the overworld here a little more, so if you got any donations or messages to get to, now's a pretty good time for it.
Yeah, I got something to wake you up. So we have a $2.22 donation from... The name just says 1. It says 1.00. That is the name that donated. And the comment says, random elements, you say? You know what other thing has a lot of random elements? This is the part where you guess, Alta Biscuit.
Oh god, I wasn't ready for
Wins
this.
guy.
Yes.
What's your answer?
Wins guy.
No, you fool! It's obviously DK64randomizer.com. Good luck,
True.
Alta. Hi, Momgar. Hi, Oro. Hi, Sonic. Hello back. Thank you very much for your kind donation.
DK64randomizer.com.
And do you evolve into Magmorgar?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm surprised none of us have made that joke before.
We haven't found a Mamgarizer.
That donation, by the way, did go towards the incentive for Kirby and the Amazing Mirror to unlock the boss endurance subgame. I can't emphasize it enough, y'all. I know we love Kirby games, and I know we especially love extra Kirby content. That incentive is $200. It is freshly opened, and we would love to hit it because Kirby and the Amazing Mirror happens right after Octopath Traveler ends. So don't delay. Get those donations in now if you want to unlock more marathon goodness.
All right, so I did mention that I'd pick up a few other party members along the way. This is Tressa. If you have seen an Octopath speedrun at all in any capacity, you know that Merchant is the strongest base job in the game, and Tressa is even more ridiculous than that. She gives you free money for being in your party. She can buy items off of people, which are usually really good. And she also has an ability called Hired Help, which is going to be the source of all of our damage, using the time-honored tradition of pay to win.
This is also Tressa's second time leaving home.
Yes. Octopath Zero may have a few weird inconsistencies, but it's okay. We can say some of it isn't canon.
She just forgot.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I would highly recommend Octopath Zero. It's really good.
Haha, I even voicing that.
Yeah, you are Alphen this time around.
Alphen, yes.
Yes.
I'm in Octopath Traveler as well, but we will not be hearing me on this route, unfortunately.
No, that I'm not doing the 3%.
No, we're not Therian
that
this
would
time.
be in. Okay, so I picked up something called a Soul Stone earlier. It's an item that does a lot of flat damage, and we're gonna see its power very soon here after I do a little bit of softening up here.
Yeah, I don't remember whether it's Mick or Mac, but he has a little bit more health than his brother or whatever. I don't remember if they're brothers or friends or whatever the heck.
Or lovers.
Probably that, actually.
I hope I've grown more able.
So you may have briefly saw there that there was an Ice Soul Stone that I picked up here. But we aren't going to use the tools of the enemy here because fuck ice. So I am going to pick up a different Soul Stone specifically so I don't have to use it.
That explains why they have no souls. It's because all of them were in this game.
True. Also, there's a reason in Octopath that they have a sacred flame. It melts the ice.
This journal?
I was trying to scroll my notes and I accidentally unfocused the screen. So, oops.
Oh, Octopath 1 woes.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Octopath 0 behaves a lot better when it's your active window.
Yeah. And then Octopath 2 just stops everything. So
Yes.
they all behave differently in their own ways in various forms.
That's always the funny thing about PC RPG speedruns in particular is it's so different based on how your game handles being the active window and like lets you like scroll your notes or not.
Yeah.
Now,
there are.
Do you
Go ahead.
consider Ophilia your favorite route, or is there one that you really like more than this?
Honestly, like I've run like 5 different single stories, and I appreciate them all for different ways. Probably the one that I have the most attachment to is Therian, just because of the GDQ run, and also the 3% steal at the end of the run is just hilarious.
It's very funny.
Yeah, like the Therian's run has a required steal at the end, and it typically expects you to be around level 45, which would make it a 55% steal at that point in the game, but you get there in the speed run at about level 14, 15 or so. So 3% for you.
We actually have a matching donation. So that previous donation, it was a little mix-up on the name, but it was from Ghost Kumo, who just donated again and donated $3.33 and went, "Can't win the game if you don't play. Put it all on Therian Octopath. 3% of the time, it works every time."
It's true. And you might be wondering to yourself, why would you play a run with such a variance in RNG like that? It's like, well, it's just the Octopath experience. If it wasn't a 3% there, it's getting owned by encounters elsewhere.
The lovely thing about the single story speedruns for this game is like it's such a bite-sized RPG speedrun compared to like, you know, your Pokemons, your Final Fantasies, what have you, that like I feel like the tolerance for like the game doing nonsense to you is just so much higher because it's like, okay, the run's like only 40-50 minutes, so like if it screws me over, I just go again.
Yeah. Also, on the previous screen there, I picked up the Merchant Shrine. In Octopath, you know, just like I got the Scholar Shrine to teach it a secondary job, the Merchant's the most overpowered base job, so What's better than one merchant? It's 2 merchants. So I'm taking a slight detour here to pick up the extra soul stone I'll need here, because I'm not using the ice one, because fuck ice. But
Fuck ice.
Fuck
Amen.
ice.
Fuck ice.
And this is Grandport's screen. People have opinions about this one. Actually, people have a lot of opinions about certain screens in this game, and because of encounter risks.
Yeah, you probably noticed along the way here, Alta has saved and reloaded the game a couple times, dipped in and out of screens. That's all to the end of kind of resetting the step count that gives us our first encounter on every screen. So dodging encounters as best we can. There is a chance you get an encounter before the save point, and thankfully it didn't happen, so.
And there's also one right before Grandport itself.
Yep.
We do not want to get visited by the birds. They will win.
It's okay. They're not real. They live in your mind.
See, exactly. They are not real at all. If I keep talking about all the bad things that can happen, they won't happen, right? We're just staring.
I mean, it's working so far, so.
Like in Tempt Fate, that getting an encounter in this dungeon up here is basically impossible.
I need the plus minus 10% sign from the DK64 run.
That
Hold
was
on.
so
I
fun.
can scare them off. Hold on. I just act like I'm a creepy serial killer. No one will want to attack you.
It's probably my cat screaming at my door that's keeping them away, honestly. They're terrified.
All right.
As am I.
Oh, wait. Back up. I need to buy things. Tressa, we need you.
Yes, we didn't really touch on it too thoroughly, but every character in this game has a path action that allows them to interact with the world in various ways. Ophilia's is to guide NPCs, so the Winds guy, the Holy Light guy, or the Flurry guy. Bring those along with us as Ophilia's thing. Tressa's thing is buying things from NPCs throughout the world. There's kind of, I guess, quote-unquote evil versions of the path actions as well. So, like, the opposite of Tressa is Therian, and Therian has steal instead of... he can steal the things that Tressa would otherwise buy. We have Tressa, so we're buying stuff.
Yeah, and Ophilia's path action actually has a restriction on it. You have to be a certain level to be able to guide NPCs.
Yeah, they generally all kind of function as like the lawful one, as it were, is has like a more hard requirement on it, whereas the like chaotic version is has some kind of random element or like more dangerous element to it.
All right, I have completed all my running around the overworld. I've gotten all the soul stones that I need. I've gotten all the money that I will need. I'll buy some other things along the way in towns that I visit as I complete Ophilia's chapters. But there's one more character we need to pick up along the way. And that's going to be Primrose is going to be our third party member. And she is the dancer job. The dancer doesn't really do anything for us itself. She's just a third-party member that we can assign stuff to. And Primrose just happens to have the fastest Chapter 1 among the 8 travelers, and she's also just on the way to where I want to go anyway. So it just makes a lot of sense to pick her up. If you do a lot of Octopath runs, or at least take a look at some of the routes, you'll notice that oftentimes the things that are picked up are based on proximity to where they start, though some things like Tressa are just so strong that you are going to pick her up no matter what you do.
Yeah, all the 8 travelers start in like basically kind of a circle around from each other, if you look at like the character select screen. So generally you're picking up the stuff that's kind of adjacent to wherever that character starts. Obviously it depends on where their chapters 2, 3, and 4 are as well, because that's where you're tagging for fast traveling later as well.
Also, this is where something Octopath order. I think this is pretty well known about the game, but the 8 travelers, the first letter in their name, they all spell out Octopath. And the same is true in 2 as well, but in 0, it's the villains that do it. So they still got away with it, even though there are over 30 travelers in that game.
Yeah, it turns out Octopath does not have 30 whatever characters in the name of it, so it doesn't exactly work with them anymore.
All right, since I have large soul stones, Primrose's boss is going to be Blink and You Miss It.
All the Chapter 1 bosses also scale based on the number of travelers in your party if you haven't gotten to 4 yet. So Primrose's Chapter 1 is also still weaker than it has the capacity of being if we, had 4 travelers in our party at this point.
Time for the main event. My turn now. Take this.
And he's dead.
Hey, I was watching that fight. Come on.
You blinked.
So was
You
the
couldn't
boss,
see
technically.
it. I said blink and you'll miss it. You blinked.
The light got in our eyes from the soul stone.
Looking at chat, Ghost Kumo saying it does if you just spell as Octopath Traveler 0, and I'm so brain rotted right now because I've just been doing like the Traveler, the Speedrunner.
I wonder if you can actually spell something with all of the travelers' names from 0. It's probably possible.
It probably is. I'm not going to try to do it now because some of them are massive spoilers to know who they are. I'm going to pick up the apothecary job here as well. This is mostly just to get HP. Since I have 3 characters, I'm going to have to take hits during fights. And really the only reasonable way for me to deal with it is to get more HP. But yeah, a gap here in the action here to fill in with donations or whatever you see fit here.
Yeah, we've got 2 donations that I can read. We had a $50 donation from Fine and Andy. No comment attached to that one, but I appreciate the generosity so much. Thank you very much, Fine and Andy. We also received a $15 donation from Lordly Hour saying Tressa is OP because she's the protagonist of a young adult coming-of-age adventure, whereas everyone else are in their own gritty tragedies. I mean, that is very true. Well, while I'm on that point, I want to remind everyone that when you are donating, don't forget to apply your donation to an incentive. After you enter an amount, you make sure you click incentives at the bottom of the page, and then the incentive you'd like to put your donation toward. And finally, hit the add button. That way you can make sure that the money you're donating is going towards unlocking additional content for the marathon. We have plenty of exciting incentives throughout the weekend. You can even see the ones that are active right now by typing exclamation point incentives in chat to see which ones are open. As I mentioned, we do have that Kirby and the Amazing Mirror incentive open right now. We're at about $20.55 out of 200, and we did have some donations that went to that incentive and others that were not applied. So please, 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 when making your donation, make sure that you are applying it to an incentive every single time as long as one is open.
All right, so moving on to the next part of the story, I'm going to be heading to a place called the Mirkwood. There are going to be 2 encounters that I can't avoid, and that's also what some of the large soul stones that I have will take care of. So provided I don't get ambushed, that would never happen ever in an Octopath run at all, I'll be able to take care of it.
We already got them all out of our system.
Yeah.
But what
And
if I
then,
want to see the salamander?
The salamander. It's pretty good
old
odds.
Fog salamander.
A salamander.
There he is.
There he is.
You summoned him.
Even he's going, yeah!
When the game plays their little intro sound effect too. They do make quite the noise.
Just a little job menu there. The next boss that's coming up is going to be the first use of hired help, and we'll really see the power of it coming up here. Is the NPCs you summon from hired help do not do damage based on your level. It's based on how much money you spend. So it's a lot of what we do in this run would not be possible without hired help. There's the other required encounter.
I am ready.
I think we could say the same about ICEBreaker itself. Like, what a fantastic community coming together this weekend to make this happen. And seriously, massive kudos to everyone out there in chat and in the audience for supporting, sharing the news, getting involved, sharing your passion. It's been really, really cool to see this come together so quickly and yet so efficiently.
Yeah, it's been absolutely mind-blowing seeing this marathon come together this weekend.
Primrose missed. That can happen. Time for the evergreen Octopath strategy of just get lucky.
So this is Ophilia's Chapter 2 boss, whose name I will not attempt to pronounce.
Let me see. What does it say?
It's Icelandic. It's like Hrolfvitnir or something. It's been pronounced to me correctly, and I've since forgotten.
All right, here's hired help.
The veteran soldiers.
Big numbers. Also, I got really lucky on that fight because I missed an attack and had to eat an AoE. That usually kills.
It's fine.
This is why I don't think I can play this game, is because like 5 minutes ago you were hitting for like 60, 70 damage, and now you're doing 4 digits, and I'm just over here like, I don't understand the strategy.
We donated for assistance. It's very on theme.
Yeah, you need 30,000 leaves in order to afford veteran soldier, so we hit the 30k mark already, and which honestly just I'm blown away at the support for this cause here. I don't know what the expectations were of the marathon going into this, but like I'm personally floored by it all.
I have been too. It's even just like day one, seeing where we were at, like when I woke up like Saturday morning, I was like, oh my goodness.
I feel like it would raise ethics problems if every time you used hired help, the donation total went down slightly.
Yeah,
Oh no.
we're not using the donation coffers for that.
We brought our own funds, it's fine.
Donate faster, we can't let the staff find out. They're gonna wake up any moment now.
You gotta pay to complete this speed run. Help me.
Guess we have to stop using hired help. All right, we'll get through the rest of it without it.
We'll just go get the
run
sorcerer
has an
job.
estimate of about 52 minutes, or if we run out of donations, upwards of 4 hours.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I can see staff panicking in the chat. Don't worry about it.
It goes by Earthbound rules. As long as we get the number back up before it ticks down to 0, we're fine. We're okay.
It turns out the conversion rate from USD to leaves is actually like very in our favor. So it's like $1 per 30k leaves. So we're probably fine.
Oh, so it's like the Mario and Luigi bean conversion.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. One last detour here to Grandport to get a few more money items and some other pieces of equipment I'll need. A lot of the purchases I was doing in that last chapter were just energizing pomegranates to help boost BP and empowering items which increase my maximum HP, as this next boss fight will have a required hit I need to take.
Thank you for giving me a new term. I'm not going to call them groceries or little treats for myself. I'm going to call them money items from now on.
We're just going to various garage sales to flip everything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money in Grandport, like an outrageous amount.
All right, time to do a menu here to equip stuff. Oh, and don't forget to heal. In big red letters in my notes, do not forget to heal. This is not because I have forgotten it multiple times at all. Nope, nope, nope.
If you ever look at someone's speedrun notes and see either red highlights or capital, like all capital letters, it tells a story.
It sure does. And sometimes the text size is bigger than others.
And perhaps more bolded or more italicized or...
I was looking at Zero's Galdi notes the other day because I was thinking about doing a casual run through of it. And like right at the end, almost half the screen is taken up by big red letters to not forget to do something because it's like right before Galdera.
No encounter, nice.
Oh yeah, Seaside Grotto tends to do that. This has actually been, you know, I'm not gonna say it.
It's Ben.
It's been a run. Okay, so I think now is a good time to talk about the Worry Wart that I alerted earlier. He has an ability called Inhibit Defense, so it's another summon that we have to rely on. What Inhibit Defense does is it lowers the defense and magic defense of all enemies in the combat, and that applies to hired help as well. So it increases their damage by 50%, but it's not guaranteed to happen. So we need, much like the Flurry guy from before, we need the Worry Wart to cooperate. Old versions of this route would go to pick up the Thief Shrine to get Armor Corrosive to do it guaranteed, but that takes way too much time.
Here and now.
All right,
Well,
defend,
then, you will not.
summon.
Ready.
All right, first try.
Nice.
So now the fight is going to be guaranteed.
I am ready.
And just for good measure, more of it.
More.
There's the required hit I have to take.
This should be correct.
And get the break on the other guy. Tressa throws money at the problem.
I'll get
And now I just gotta use stones to finish the rest of it. Don't forget to collect in big red letters. Oh my god.
Oh my
I
gosh.
can miss. Well,
Yeah, so collect is
You like that?
very, very useful in like every single Octopath speedrun because bosses are generally loaded, even ones that you would not think are loaded. But the percent chance of it succeeding is largely based on how much HP they have left, so trying to collect there when it's as low HP as possible. You can also boost it to increase the chances, but it's generally better to do it when they're almost dead.
A lot of the fights are routed to get a collect at low HP. Like the script is such that when you collect, it's supposed to be high odds.
yeah, that was a 93% chance also. I should have thrown a stone first before doing it, but to make up the 5k I didn't get for that, I'm just going to run around in the overworld with Tressa so she can get the money required. So...
Yeah, Tressa can kind of passively... She just picks up $20 bills she finds lying around just from going through screen transitions, so...
From Unfortunate Souls, don't think about it. don't think about it too
People
hard.
are really clumsy in Orstera, I guess. I don't know.
All right, one last job menu here. Then everybody needs 3 apothecary skills to get the ability that increases their maximum HP. Yep, and once again, big red letters. Do not forget to heal. All right, since I got to do a little bit of running around to get the extra money I'll need, we got another good chance for some messages or donations here.
Yeah. We had earlier received a $25 donation from Kim Wacht. I like that name. That's fun to say. No comment on that. And we had also received a $10 donation from Tater Dash. Oh, now I'm not sure which of those I like more. Both of those are really fun to say. But thank you for both of those donations. Just reminding once more, we do have that open incentive for Kirby and the Amazing Mirror to unlock the boss endurance subgame. If you're not familiar with it, that is a mini game within most Kirby games, I believe, where you battle all of the bosses in the game one after the other. I personally am always a big fan of boss rushes, whether it was Mega Man games, whether it was other games. I love that challenge of, all right, they were their own difficulty when you were playing the game, but now can you memorize the patterns well enough to beat all of them back to back with minimal or even no healing in between. So that actually requires like good memorization, good skill, good platforming movement. Always cool to see in a marathon situation. So definitely get those donations in if you would like to see that unlocked for Kirby and the Amazing Mirror coming up soon.
I was opening that chest hoping it had a money item I can sell and go back, but I will just be running in circles here. Tressa can find enough couch money here for us. And definitely donate for the Kirby boss rush. Those are always a good time to see, just one after the other. They're just done with ruthless efficiency, as we know Kirby for. Okay, I think one more bit of running around here.
This is how being
nice?
a merchant works in real life, by the way. You just run around in circles.
It's kind of one of the nice things about Octopath is, like, even if something goes wrong, there's usually something you can do as a backup. Okay, yeah, I got plenty of money now. And because the autosaves are pretty generous, like every screen transition gives one, I find that it just makes it really approachable for people who want to dip their toes into JRPGs. Oh, there's an encounter.
There's no choice.
It's okay, I still have all my money that I got.
Sorry.
At least
Really
this encounter had the decency to kill me quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of encounters
There's,
just buff themselves.
They just flex on you like the frogs in Whistlewood.
If you're familiar with, oh man, I'm so bad at remembering games tonight. It'll come to me. Just give me 30 seconds and I'll think of it. No, if you're familiar with Chained Echoes on its hard difficulty, that game loves to do that, where it's like 60% of the time, the battle you start will just be like, you know what? I don't feel like letting you play. Sorry. Reload twice. Maybe I'll do it then.
All right, so we're approaching the final boss here. There's going to be a fight right before it with just 3 ads. They're pretty straightforward to kill unless they all decide to use the AoE attack that kills me. And much like the previous boss, I will need to rely on the Worry Wart to get inhibits, and I will need either one of them specifically on turn 3 or 2 of them throughout the course of the fight.
I will not
And there is an ideal script, but it doesn't always work out that way, so I do have to do some improv if things do not work as expected. Uh-oh.
Yeah, the nice thing about buff and debuff application in the Octopath games is it just adds to the duration of an existing, or the debuff if it's like reapplied.
I cannot state how lucky I just got there. Tressa, I had to revive Tressa and she went first, which is just incredibly lucky. This is the fight where I would typically use the Ice Soul Stone, but I'm not going to use it because fuck ice. That's what the extra Thunder M is going to be here for.
The Sacred Flame guides us.
Yes. The Sacred Flame will melt ice.
I will stop you here and now.
All right, we'll see what he decides to do here. As long as I don't get double tapped. And there it is. Let's see.
Is this how I look to my wife, who's like 2 feet shorter than I am?
Okay, this
We're
guy.
gonna do this.
It is always an amusing thing about Octopath games that, like, you know, you're the same size as the sprite of the boss or whatever in the overworld, and then they're like towering over you in the fight.
I was gonna say, this guy's in a bunch of cutscenes, like, just as a normal character sprite.
It's an allegory for how they feel like they wield all the power and they want to lord it over you, and that's why you gotta cut them down to size.
I'll do my best. I will.
When I first saw Matthias in Octopath Zero very early in the game, I was just like, you!
And all right, there's an inhibit. Let's see, can I actually win here?
Have this. Cold, yes.
I'll get the break. It depends on where Primrose ends up. She's going first. Okay. I'm a little bit short on damage here. All right. Summon. I'm gonna need one more inhibit from this guy.
Have this.
Heal up so I can take the hit.
Let me help.
Bonds of love and friendship.
Just get a little bit in there. Shout outs to Jello. Okay, I don't actually have to boost there because of that. All right, Worry Wart, we need you. Got one more. All right, it's gonna be now or never. Otherwise, I got to redo the fight.
Should help.
You can do it. No. All right.
No!
I don't think this is enough. There's no way it's enough. All right. Unfortunately, I got to redo the fight. That's just the Worry Wart there.
What are you talking about? We were just showcasing how the fight's supposed to go so that chat is able to follow when we do it for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You followed, right, chat? You got it? No
You
confusion?
got this, chat.
There will be a quiz on this. If you fail it, we do the run all over again.
The entire run. We'll restart the entire marathon.
Give them enough
You want-
time to study before the next one.
I'm sorry. Can't end like this.
See,
I never noticed that
is
attack
right.
they have is called Eye Scratch.
That is right. More time to donate for Kirby.
That is very
If you
true.
got any that
More
are
time to
rolling in
Poyo.
during this first part here, feel free to.
Well, I noticed we had a little raid from, it appears the name is Swordsman Kirby, and that is quite relevant. Hello, folks coming in. You are currently watching ICEBreaker 2026, supporting, let me look this up real quick, benefiting the Women's Foundation of Minnesota's Immigrant Rapid Response Fund. We are live all weekend through the end of Sunday, February 1st. That's today. Coming together as a community in solidarity with those on the streets of the Twin Cities during ICE's occupation in Minnesota. That's also happening today. Type !schedule in chat to see the full schedule, and if you'd like to donate, which is what I'm getting towards, visit donate.mwsf.gg or type !donate in chat. Hey, Kirby comrades, you have an opportunity to do something very Poyo right now. We have an open incentive right now for Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, which is being run right after this run finishes. It is next on the schedule, and it is a $200 incentive to unlock the Boss Endurance sub-game. We're still about $180 away from that, but I saw that we had a couple dozen people come in, so if you want to help us unlock some more Kirby goodness for the run right after this one, would love your donation, would love your support, and it'd be going towards an amazing cause.
I'm getting a lot of luck on these revives here.
Let me help. I'm ready. Here I go. Let me help. I'm ready.
Show me a inhibit. All right.
Yeah.
Get a little bit in here while I can. Okay, now you want to set that up. Then Primrose wants to break. Okay, I got all the inhibits I need here.
Nice.
Okay, that's actually awkward.
This should help. I'll get that.
This fight's very improv heavy, by the way, if it's not clear.
Let me help.
Yeah, especially in Octopath 1, the move going down to 3 characters has turned a lot of the Chapter 4 fights into
I'm ready.
very skill-intensive, very adaptation-heavy ordeals.
I just want to point out, we have about 476 people currently watching this stream, and if every one of those people donated just $1, we would be past $37,000 towards an incredible charity and in defiance of ICE. And in addition, we are officially more than halfway to our incentive for Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. If I can jump in real quick, is that okay? Alta?
Yep, I just won the fight, so
Oh, yeah.
go ahead.
Well, another cause for celebration. We got a $100 donation from Swordsman Kirby saying, "Good luck, soul." That's it. It says, "Good luck, soul."
This is
Being
time right here,
soul-
by the way.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
This is time.
Oh,
Sorry, I was locked into that fight. It was a tough one to bail out. But thank you, SK. That SK is a good friend of ours.
Yeah,
thank you
thanks,
so much.
SK.
Before I go, thanks Oro, thanks Mamgar, thanks Sean for being here with me. I'm gonna stand up real quick and show the rest of this here, because you don't really see the bottom part while I'm sitting. But
just don't move around too much, or you might trigger a random battle.
But yeah, I don't want to take up too much more time here, but thanks for having me. Fuck Ice. Thank you so much for donating, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Oh, chat, one more round of applause for, I didn't even realize, for some reason I thought that was like the first appearance of Matthias, and then they would have like another boss fight, and then he's like, oh, it's done, that's time. I didn't even realize that was the end of the run. I am so sorry. But yes, if that gives you any idea of how speedily things are moving along, chat, definitely stick around, because in not too long from now, we're going to be hopping right into Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. But real quick, we're going to take about a 3-minute break, get some ads rolling here. We will be right back, though, so take a bio break, grab your water, grab some food, whatever you need to face the day ahead, and I will tune back in with you very shortly.